Hi, this is Rob Kelly, aka QiWiz, and we're going to look at the newest one of my products, something I'm going to call the FireFly stove. It's a small wood-burning stove that only weighs 2.5 ounces. We're going to see it in action boiling a couple cups of water, but first we need to get the stove going and get some wood into it. I went into my backyard and gathered up some twigs. And these aren't the driest twigs in the world, but they'll work okay. I generally will just break off, 3 to 4 inch pieces, no longer, and kind of load the stove up with them like that. So sometimes I'll even just set the stove on its side and just kind of load the wood in. Okay, once you've got the stove loaded with wood, you can set it upright and just kind of make sure none of the pieces are too long. And if you want to, you can use a little fire starter inside, like a Vaseline soaked piece of gauze. Then you just take your lighter and light your fire starter or the twigs if they're dry enough from the bottom. And the stove has a nice chimney effect, so it lights pretty fast. And as soon as it gets going, you can put your pot on top. I've got a Kmart grease pot here, and I've got a couple of cups of water I'm going to put in. And then I'm just going to set that up on top of the stove. And it's a little windy, but we'll see how long it takes to boil that water. It's about 1 minute to 4 now. Okay, the stove's burning pretty good now, so I just want to show you how easy it is to add wood to it. Because it's a twig fire, you do need to add additional wood to keep it going. And once it's going, you can add a little bit bigger pieces if you like. Really nothing to it. A lot of times just for a cup of water, a couple cups of water, you just need the initial load of wood and you don't even need to add any. But just to be on the safe side, I'm going to add a little bit now. Just take a quick check of it. Starting to bubble already. It's been about coming up on 3 minutes. It should take somewhere between 5 and 6 minutes to boil 2 cups of water under most conditions, unless the twigs are really wet. If you're interested in purchasing this stove, you can go to my website at www.QiWiz.net. That's QiWiz.net. As far as I know, this is the only wood-burning stove on the market that weighs only 2.5 ounces and breaks down into a completely flat package that fits inside your pack. If you want to see how the stove comes apart, I've made another video that describes that in more detail that you can find on YouTube or on my website. Let's take a look at how that water is looking now. Coming up on about 4 minutes here. And we don't have a rolling boil yet, but we do have boiling. So rather than make the video go too long, I'll just show you what we've got. So this is QiWiz saying, have good luck on the trail, fair skies, and keep it light.